We are building a desk today. Right now the setup's a little crazy, as you can see. Literally, I just have all of my setup on my dresser right now. Today we're gonna get a little more organized and comfortable. Before I start any of that, I'm gonna tell you a story quick. If you see this video on the same day that it's uploaded, then it's the month of March. But today, the day I'm recording, is January 6th, 2026. About a month ago, I started my journey as a content creating music producer. This past week, I was on the tail end of editing my third video for the channel. That video took me so long to work on. Everything combined, producing, filming, and editing, I probably clocked around 45 hours. And as I was on the tail end of finishing the video, this stupid I found out that this hard drive was a counterfeit. PSA to anyone that's ordering solid state drives off of Amazon, probably don't order them off of Amazon. It's best to get your solid state drive from the company that actually makes it, like Samsung, SanDisk, or whoever else. What happened in my situation was this thing is marketed as 2 terabytes. And it functioned as if it was a 2 terabyte drive until the computer recognized that it was only a 512 gigabyte counterfeit drive. By using this drive, I was running the risk of corrupting all of the work that I had made over the past month, and I was going to corrupt all of the work that I was just working on for that one video. I'm putting off my upload schedule for all of the videos that I'm making now until March for 2 reasons. One of them is to give myself leeway so that I can keep a consistent schedule for uploads every week if I'm not able to record or create a video in a certain week. Another way to think about it is I want to do extra work now so that I'm ready to take time off later. The second reason, and the reason I tell you this story, is because it gives me the ability to fail. Everything that I've learned so far from creating YouTube videos is not just from doing it, but also from failure. There is so much that you can fail in creating YouTube videos, and this is a really big way to fail. And you know what? Failure is freaking awesome. Usually. My encouragement to you through this story is this. If you are really passionate about something, but you're scared to start because you think you're going to fail, the fear of failing is going to be more detrimental to your growth than failing actually is. I have never been more excited to fail at something in my life than I have now. I think about it like I've been forced to fail at my restaurant job that I work at because that's just part of the process. That restaurant moves on even after I've failed. And this YouTube channel moves forward even when I fail. I get really freaking frustrated when I have to stop my progress to pay $200 for another one of these so I can continue working. But at the same time, now I know in the future, I know how to improve my workflow so I work faster, and I know how to keep this from happening again. If you're ever scared about failing in something, don't be. Go fail and fail and fail and fail and fail until you get really good at something. Okay, now we're going to start building the desk. This is episode 2 of Moa's bedroom studio build for renters. To make this video go by a little bit faster, I'm not going to be recording with my mic anymore. And I don't think it's necessary. When I started thinking about getting a desk, I went through hours and hours of searching on different desk companies and YouTube videos. I thought I wanted the studio desk with the rack mount. As a producer who's trying to compete in today's music production through your laptop marketplace, I don't think I need a ton of fancy rack mount units right now. A standing desk is the perfect thing for me to get all of my work done quickly and efficiently. With that, we're going to start with the legs. At the end of this video, you decide that you want to get a desk like this. This is the E3 model from FlexiSpot. They don't make it anymore on their website, but you can find it on Amazon. When I was doing research about desks, one of the things they'll tell you is that you want the desk to be strong enough so that it's not wobbling around whenever you're leaning on it or standing up against it. Right here it says the max capacity for weight is 220 pounds. From as much information as I could gather, this is the bare minimum for what I want in this setup. I'm going to have enough weight to hold a monitor arm, laptop, and interface, and it's still not going to wobble around. After reading these instructions, I figured out that I need to use this bolt to go through this nut to connect these beams. Let me snap my fingers real quick. These 2 beams that we just put together are going to connect these 2 columns. Now our beams are on our columns. The next step is to put on these pedestal feet, and then we're gonna put on these side brackets. It's nice because so far most of the parts have just been symmetrical, and I've kind of second guessed myself a little bit a couple times just because I'm like, am I using the right part right now? But I am. And the thing that's nice about working with products that are from this exact company, in other words, buying something new, you have this level of security that the thing you bought is going to do what it was advertised to do. That's probably why most nice things are really expensive, because most nice things actually work. Now I gotta put a bunch of washers on the top of this thing. Treat your body like a river and let it wash over me. I spent 15 minutes confused as to why the washer's orientation wasn't right according to the instructions, but the only reason it wasn't right was because it wasn't flipped upside down. Pro tip, don't overthink when building furniture. Taking a nap over here on my guest bed. The tabletop! I'm gonna bust this boy open. I think another reason some of this stuff is super expensive is just because there's so much freaking packaging. Quite literally, case in point, this plastic piece is used to brace the entire thing through the shipping process, and I'm not going to use it anymore. So now it's just going to get thrown out, which is kind of a shame. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at that boy right there. That's a knocky boy right there. Oh yeah. Might have to go get my drill in a second. This right here gotta be my favorite tool. Do I have to go get a bit? Oh man, I'll be right back. I went in my kitchen and grabbed my drill bits and I stepped on a blueberry. That took an eternity, but the legs are now on the tabletop. Next thing is this little remote controller. I already positioned the screws where I want them. I just gotta drill it in now. Don't even skate. Why are you wearing nice? And we're just gonna plug this thing in. This guy is gonna connect to this guy right here. Snap it. They give you some clips too. I wish they gave me more than 4. It's funny, I spent so much time strategically placing these on the desk, but they didn't end up holding up. The last and probably the hardest step, flipping this whole thing over. Oof. Yay! Here it is. Standing up. It's still not plugged in. I lied. The last step is moving all of that over here. But before we move that stuff, we're gonna plug in power. I'm very happy to say that this is the first time I'm going to record from this camera angle. And it certainly will not be the last time. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Have a great day.